WMAL, making sense of the news.
Yeah, while everybody is criticizing Secretary Christie, not everybody, but all Democrats, and sadly a couple of Republicans like Tom Tillis. Let's take a listen to what she had to say about the Afghan nationals who are allowed into this country without any real vetting. Cut 25.
One of the things that we have implemented under President Trump's administration is to go back and look at those individuals who came in under Operation Allies Welcome and make sure that we're re-vetting those, especially those that have come in the last 4 years under the Biden administration, recognizing that they're not tracking necessarily biometrics or their social media present communication, how they were doing since they'd come to the United States. And also, sir, there's a requirement under that program to come back every single year and do an interview to discuss with them and have conversations on what they're doing in the United States.
It was never done under Mayorkas. Again, all the anger that I'm seeing against Noem and all the outrage and demands for her to be fired, I never heard any of it from Mayorkas. It's absolutely why people hate Washington, D.C., Cassie.
Yes, without a doubt. And then she goes into, and as you're noting here, that the National Guardsman who was shot by an Afghan national who came in through that program.
That's right.
We cannot underestimate that there are any number of people around the world who are happily taking advantage of America's generosity.
Amen.
Whether it's at our southern border, whether it's Afghan nationals, us wanting to do what's right does not mean that there aren't people who are going to take advantage of that. We have to be wide-eyed about it.
It is 8:53.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so, too. Have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop it and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Chris Plant here. Tired of dating online and want to meet real people face to face? Let the professional matchmakers at It's Just Lunch help. After a confidential interview, your personal matchmaker hand selects quality matches for you. They pre-screen every date and they'll book your reservations at the best spots in town. All you have to do is show up and be yourself. Let It's Just Lunch help you turn new beginnings into lasting connections. Call 202-466-4333 or visit itsjustlunchdc.com.
It's 8:55 now. WMAL traffic and weather every 10 minutes. First on the fives with Jamie Whidden in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Trying to get this rush hour down. Better news in Germany. Completely reopened 117 Parker Road between Waring Station and Martini Road. Initially, that had been closed each direction for the crash. You can now use it. Not looking too bad to get through. We still have the Beltway, Virginia, inner loop before Braddock Road. I'm watching this in the traffic cameras. Center of the roadway still blocked, but I literally just watched the tow truck arrive to the scene. So hopefully within the next 10 minutes, they can get that cleared. Jammed off the 95 North. Still have residual delays, George Washington Parkway south of the Key Bridge. 2 separate accidents each way, but Park Police tell me they're now cleared. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
The air continues to push in, and a rain chance going up mid to late afternoon today. A lot of clouds around this morning, maybe a few showers. Rain chance later, 53. Tonight, occasional rain, 49. Few showers around Thursday, near 70. Sunny Friday, 77. On the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stagicon, WMAL.
Right now, it's 45 degrees at 8:57.
There's no place like home with AmeriQ Credit Union. For more than 75 years, AmeriQ has helped your friends and neighbors step into the homes of their dreams. Let us help you find yours. Apply today at ameriq.org/home. Equal housing lender.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Yo, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop it and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. True Vitality Medical Center restores men's sex lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
True Vitality Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at True Vitality Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 703-637-1222. 703-637-1222. Take control of your sex life. Call now. 703-637-1222.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 9. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Matthews.
America is winning. Decisively, devastatingly, and without mercy.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth giving his assessment of the war in the past hour from the Pentagon and claiming that all airspace over Iran will be in U.S. and Israeli control within days.
We will now begin to expand inland, striking progressively deeper into Iranian territory and creating additional freedom of maneuver for U.S. forces.
Joint Chief Chair General Dan Kane says Iran's military strength is diminishing quickly. As Operation Epic Fury continues, you're going to be feeling that fury at the gas pump for a while.
There could be quite a lingering impact from what we've been told by politicians. This campaign may not be over quickly.
Gas Buddy petroleum analyst Patrick DeHaan, and the increases are across the board.
Oil prices are jumping, and of course, that's leading consumers to see higher gas prices, higher diesel prices, higher jet fuel prices, and that will be the status quo moving forward.
With pricing impacts felt almost instantly.
We are seeing these assessments in real time.
So when could things calm?
By early next week, I think the market may start to slow down unless there are new developments.
Scotland on WMAL and WMAL.com.
The Prince George's County Council is moving forward with a sweeping package of bills aimed at curbing the influence and activities of federal immigration authorities, including one that requires local police to respond to any ICE enforcement activities and collect the names, badge numbers, and agencies of the federal workers on site.
I understand that it is a situation they might not want to be in, but we have residents putting their bodies and their lives in the line and dying. That's not an exaggeration.
Councilmember Crystal Laureata. Other bills would bar ICE from coming onto county property and ban officers from wearing face masks. All of the bills are expected to pass.
With less than a week to go before a special election to choose nominees to fill a vacant Prince William County supervisor seat, one candidate has launched a write-in campaign to try and win the Democratic nomination. Pam Montgomery lost that party primary for the Woodbridge district seat, but the man who beat her, Seth Kassim, has been condemned by many in the party for making racist and misogynistic remarks on social media over a decade ago, causing many elected Democrats to call for his withdrawal. Kassim has refused, so Montgomery is hoping her late write-in bid will stick. Voters go to the polls on Tuesday. After all of the cold and snow, here is something to remind us of spring being just around the corner. The Park Service will be out with its first prediction of the cherry blossoms' peak bloom tomorrow.
That is defined as the day when 70% of the Yoshino cherry blossoms are open. Now, peak bloom varies each year depending on the weather. Since this winter has been a cold one, we could see a later peak bloom this year. Last year, those trees reached peak bloom on March 28th. I think it's very likely we'll see something in April.
7 News' Adam Longo, the average date for peak bloom is, in fact, April 4th. Next year's school budget in Arlington is not leaving room for 2 emerging high school sports.
I want to be transparent that there are several important priorities that are not funded in my proposal.
Superintendent Francisco Duran explaining to the school board there's no room in next year's budget to add 2 new high school sports in the coming year, girls flag football and boys volleyball, and warning of more budget tightening.
The need to establish an additional reserve to offset any reductions in federal funding, anticipated by the budget office to be around $3 million.
Barbara Britt, WMAL and WMAL.com.
Checking your money, the Dow futures this morning are up 144 points. NASDAQ futures are up 142. Up next, traffic and weather on News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
That's the sound of a big deal. At Wayfair, that sound happens a lot. Dream sofa for half the price? Big deal. New dining table you've been eyeing for months? Big deal. Finally picking up those last few pieces and finishing that bedroom? Now that's a really big deal. Whatever your home needs, Wayfair has the selection, the savings, and over millions of 5-star reviews to back it up. Shop Wayfair.com today before someone else snags your big deal.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Prime one-day delivery is fast. How fast are we talking? We're talking yoga mats and fitness trackers delivered so fast you can kick off your routine tomorrow fast. We're talking weights at your door without really waiting fast. Water bottles and hydration backpacks fast and fast. Resistance bands faster than you can say feel the burn fast. Or jump ropes just a hop, skip, and a jump away. They can be fast. Whew. That was actually a good workout fast. Fast one-day delivery for all things fitness. It's on Prime.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic and weather. Here is Jamie Whitten in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
We're heading through Annandale. Still watch for delays merging off of northbound 95. Incident before Braddock Road along the right side. Trying to get it hooked up to a tow truck now. 395 still solid delays as you come out of Shirlington across the 14th Street Bridge. 66 southbound GW Parkway heavy toward the inbound Teddy Roosevelt Bridge. Germantown crash is cleared. Reopened as Clopper Road each direction between Matini Road and Waring Station Road. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
A lot of cloud around this morning, maybe some patchy fog as we go through the morning hours, even some passing showers. But after 3 or 4 o'clock, looks like a good chance we get some rain in here, 53. Tonight, 49, occasional rain outside the Beltway, a little cooler. A few showers Thursday, near 70. Friday, gorgeous, sunny 77. For the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stagicon, WMAL.
47 degrees right now at Reagan National. I'm John Matthews. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Chris Plant.
Today, President Trump took questions in public for the first time since he attacked Iran, and he admitted he has no plan for who should take over the country. Apparently, he's very close to listing it on Facebook Marketplace. Iran, slightly damaged, serious offers only.
Yes. The hilarity of the Democrat Party. I'm sorry, the first time that he took questions in public, that's if you don't count all the interviews that he's done with every reporter in Washington and
and the press conferences on Air Force One and at Mar-a-Lago, and all of the various Q&As that he's had since then. If you don't count those, then maybe that not funny political propaganda joke. Was that a joke? I'm making quotation marks with my fingers. Well, a very good Wednesday, too, and welcome back once again. It is hump day in the Clinton household, and you know what that means, don't you? That's right, it's mailbag day. And Michael Piercy and I were just touching on a couple of things here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to answer. There might be a couple of things. I might, because on the advice of attorneys, I think might be prudent to hold a couple of those close to the vest, just for good measure. But happy Wednesday once again, and welcome back. We are at 888-630-9625, and there is, as you may have noticed, a great deal going on in the world today. Iran, we've got that whole Iran thing. Have you heard about this? A lot going on over there. And we have, it's a war. And apparently one of our submarines sank an Iranian warship called the Soleimani, named for Qasem Soleimani, the head of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, who is now dead because President Trump put the zap on him long ago. And the ship was named for him, Soleimani. And according to reports just out a short time ago, an American submarine sank. The not so good ship Soleimani, the Iranian warship Soleimani, but not in the Persian Gulf or in port in Iran, but in the Indian Ocean. In the Indian Ocean, which is you'll find at the end of the Arabian Sea or the Persian Gulf, whichever you prefer. So we've got a lot going on there because there are developments. And at the Pentagon this morning, there was a press conference with the Secretary of War and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. I got to say, I was watching, and I thought Pete Hegseth was a little cocky. Some of the language, a little cocky, not old-fashioned U.S. military briefing language. A little bit updated, perhaps, for the 21st century. I think it maybe was designed to make the Democrats angry, which is too easy to do, isn't it? It's really that's child's play. Hey, how do you make the Democrats angry? Well, you don't really have to do anything. If the sun comes up again, they'll be furious about that. So we've got that going on. And also there were around the United States of America, a number of states, there were political primaries yesterday, kind of a big deal in Texas, a big deal for sure in Texas. We had the Republican primary for the U.S. Senate seat, currently held by Republican Senator John Cornyn, and running against him, the Republican Attorney General in the state of Texas, the Republic of Texas, Ken Paxton, and also Mr. Hunt was in the race too, in the hunt. And now it turns out it's down to two, to John Cornyn and to Ken Paxton. And it looks like a runoff. Looks like there's going to be a runoff between John Cornyn, the sitting Republican senator, and Ken Paxton, the sitting Republican attorney general in the state of Texas, the Republic of Texas. So we've got that going, and that's kind of a big deal. It is. And it was a close race, but got to keep in mind, John Cornyn had a war chest of about $70 million. And Ken Paxton, the attorney general, had a war chest of about $5 million. $5 million versus $70 million. Down to a runoff. We'll see what happens there. But it will remain presumably in Republican hands. In fact, a Democrat has not won statewide election in Texas in 30 years. So I'm thinking that the Democrat is not going to win. At the same time, the Democrats, they were having their primary for the same Senate race. And who was in it? But Jasmine Crockett, the reliably lunatic Jasmine Crockett. The Democrats love her. She's an anti-American racist. And that's why they like her. They don't like her in spite of that. They like her because of that. So we've got Jasmine Crockett versus this James Tallarico guy, Tallarico. And Tallarico, he's famously said that our borders should be a welcome mat. This is what he said, the Democrat who's running against Jasmine Crockett, said our border, we shouldn't stop people at our border. There should be a welcome mat. We should wave 7 billion people into the United States to trample your children in school hallways and to steal everything you have and then probably kill you. because that's what James Tallarico wants. He's a radical lefty, open borders Democrat, of course. And our nation, our border should be, and he's a Texas guy in a twisted way. Our border should be a welcome mat for every illegal alien. Isn't that amazing? But James Tallarico versus Jasmine Crockett yesterday. And it would appear that James Tallarico has won in the primary, the Democrat primary, against Jasmine Crockett, because I think even Democrats decided that Jasmine Crockett is a complete embarrassment to Western civilization and to democracies going back to Athens in BC times. But never mind that. James Tallarico, he won apparently 53% of the vote. Jasmine Crockett, 45% of the vote. You have to exceed 50% of the vote to avoid a runoff, which has not happened in the Cornyn and Paxton Republican primary race for the Senate there. So there will be a runoff, and it looks like it'll be in May. So that slows things down a bit there. We've got that going in Texas, and also Congressman Al Green, not the great singer, but the Democrat.
Here's my Blue Jay.
Who he kind of ejected himself.
I have a Blue Jay that knows me.
Address the other night.
It is not afraid of me.
Everybody's a racist sign, and he's one of these
fucking hilarious to watch him.
Prehistoric Democrats who shouldn't be respected as a member of Congress because he hasn't earned respect as a member of Congress. We've got
that fucker will pick up every peanut. Try to find the best one.
Although I have seen a couple of reports saying, I don't know, it's mighty close. The Democrats are still counting votes. They still like to count votes even weeks after Election Day. They don't believe in Election Day. They believe in something else altogether. Un-American, something very un-American. And Republican in Texas also, Dan Crenshaw. He lost his primary race. Dan Crenshaw, you may know him, former Navy SEALs, got an eye patch, lost an eye in combat, and people are rudely mocking his lost eye and his loss for in the primary, the Republican primary. But it looks like Dan Crenshaw lost in his primary race, and there are other political issues to get to as well. But there are, we've got war and peace, we've got politics, we've got radical Islamic jihad. The Democrats are on the side of radical Islamic jihad. Everything going on in Iran, very, very big deal. Also, they've got a guy in Virginia, a Democrat elected to the state Senate in Virginia. He's a jihadi, and the Democrats elected him. This guy, he wants to ban guns. And he's got, what does he have, like 17 different bills to ban guns. He wants to ban people saying bad things about Islam. That is outlaw Islamophobia, this guy. Where's he from? Bangladesh, I think. And he's a Bangladeshi, I think, American, and the Democrats got him elected to the Congress, and now he wants to ban what he calls assault weapons, ban lots of other guns. He wants to ban anyone being critical of Islam, wants to be critical of. Here's the video of the decapitations on the beach and of the hostages. But never mind. Then there's the attack on Israel, October 7th. But pay no attention, the tunnels and all that. But never mind that. He wants to ban that too. Now he wants to ban memes on on the internet that you might text to people and stuff. And he wants to make them illegal because he's a fascist, and he calls himself a Democrat because he's a Democrat. That's the thing about him. So we've got that going in Virginia. And look out, Virginia, don't make me wait. It's pretty amazing stuff. I've got to tell you. And of course, the Democrats are trying to redistrict Virginia so that they can steal the House of Representatives because Western practices are not really their way in 2026. So we've got a lot of that going on. Boy, do we have a lot of stuff going on. And again, it's Mailbag Day. It's Mailbag Day here on the Chris Plante Show because it's time for the bag with the mail, and we've got all that. So tons of fun, gotta say. Yeah, Democrats in Virginia, they're not doing good things. Democrats advance 7 bills restricting gun rights in the Virginia State Senate because the Democrats are not really democratic at all. But the Second Amendment under assault in Virginia, of all places, isn't that crazy? It ought to be seen as crazy. But there you go. We've got that, and we've got this Democrat running in Maine, and this guy's a real piece of work. He's actually a veteran. He's strangely enough a veteran, and he doesn't sound a Graham Plattner. Graham Plattner is his name. This is the guy that he got the Nazi tattoo in Croatia, right? And he's running for because he's a Democrat. He's running in Maine of all places, and he's got some crazy. He's a Bernie Sanders leftist. This guy, and Bernie Sanders loves him. And it turns out this guy, he was a Marine, and he served in Iraq. And that's kind of a strange set of circumstances. But now he's at war with billionaires and oligarchs. And Bernie Sanders loves the guy. And he's a Democrat running for office in Maine. And Maine is, the Democrat Party is just, it's not what it used to be. And I think it should be banned. Let's not ban memes or guns or the Second Amendment. Let's ban lunatic leftists wherever they may reign from, because these people are out of their stinking minds. Can I say out of their stinking minds? I think I can say that they're out of their stinking, ever-loving minds. Yes, sir. And we've got a trial going on in the United States right now that the media is completely ignoring. A trial having to do with a foreign national who, I think he's Pakistani, who came to the United States at the behest of Iran to assassinate Donald Trump and other American officials related to Donald Trump, because Iran loves the Democrats. They didn't send anybody here to assassinate any Democrats. They sent people here to assassinate Donald Trump and his associates. And now this individual, he's on trial. His name is Asif Merchant. Asif Merchant is on trial, and that's okay. While the U.S. fights a widening war in Iran, American prosecutors are airing claims that Iran's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard was entangled in a foiled 2024 assassination plot that eyed then candidate Donald Trump as a possible target. What do you mean possible? What's up with that? The alleged scheme is at the center of a criminal trial that started in a federal court in New York last week. Media completely ignoring it because they're too busy getting ready for Luigi the Musical. They want Luigi the Musical to end that amazing. So we've got that. The alleged scheme at the center of a criminal trial that started in federal court in New York last week. And Middle East combat, it's days before Middle East combat, now looms in the background. It looms in the background. The Middle East, the Iran sent people here to murder the Saudi ambassador to the United States, Adel Al-Jaber, someone that I know, though I have not seen in a long time. They were going to kill him at a restaurant in Georgetown, and that was going to be fine. That was going to be just fine. Yeah, Milano, Cafe Milano is where they were going to kill him in Georgetown. Very popular. The Clintons go there, and it's very popular and very expensive place in Georgetown. And they were going to kill. Why would the Saudi ambassador go to a cheap burger joint, Cafe Milano, and they were going to kill him there? No, we've got that going. So we've got a lot to get to today, and not the least of which is mailbag day. We once again we're at 888-630-9625, 888-630-9625.
There's only one Chris Plant, the Chris Plant Show.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center. Portrait Lake delays 95 northbound heading toward the Springfield Mixing Bowl, incident to the shoulder, and then onto the inner loop. Crash before Braddock Road over to the right shoulder. So travel lanes have been reopened, recovering. Still bunched up into town before the Pentagon, across the 14th Street Bridge on 395. Out of Calverton, broken down slow southbound 95 before 212, the ramp to the inner loop. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Clouds and some scattered showers this afternoon and a high of 55. Showers likely tonight, low 45.
Prime one-day delivery is fast. How fast we talking? We're talking yoga mats and fitness trackers delivered so fast you can kick off your routine tomorrow fast. We're talking weights at your door without really waiting fast. Water bottles and hydration backpacks fast and fast. Resistance bands faster than you can say feel the burn fast. More jump ropes just a hop, skip, and a jump away. AKA fast. Whew. That was actually a good workout fast. Fast one-day delivery for all things fitness. It's on Prime.
Every sandwich has bread, every burger has a bun, but these warm, golden, smooth steam buns, these are special, reserved for the very best. The Filet-O-Fish, and you can have them too.
Don't miss deals like a Filet-O-Fish or 10-piece McNuggets. Get any two for just $6 and pair them with $1.39 any size soft drink. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with any other offer, single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What does your welcome home look like? Is it a cozy corner or a wagging tail? The sound of kids playing in the yard or a friendly wave from the new neighbor? However you define it, let AmeriQ Credit Union help you make it happen. For more than 75 years, AmeriQ has helped your friends and neighbors finance the homes of their dreams. After all, there's no place like home. Let us help you finance yours. Apply today at ameriq.org/home. Membership eligibility is required. Insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
No, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop it and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
If your patio, sidewalk, or driveway is cracked or uneven, if you've tripped or fallen as a result, or if you're worried about the liability of an uneven surface on your property, American Concrete Services can quickly help. Don't pay the high cost to tear out and replace your sidewalk, patio, driveway, or pool deck. American Concrete Services has an economical solution which can raise and stabilize your existing concrete at a fraction of the cost of full replacement. They're environmentally friendly structural foam. With structural foam lifting, there's no heavy equipment to cause damage to your property and no loud noises from jackhammering. Best of all, most repairs can be completed in just one day. Have your entire patio, sidewalk, or driveway safe and level again. No job is too big or small. Call American Concrete Services now for your free estimate at 240-665-5665. That's 240-665-5665. Again, 240-665-5665. Licensed in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. MHIC 140530.
Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. First thing each morning, O'Connor and Company with Larry O'Connor. Weekday mornings from 5 to 9 on WMAL.
All right. We got a lot going. There's a hearing on Capitol Hill about fraud in Minnesota. And CNN, MS-13, DNC are both completely ignoring it because it's not good for the Democrat Party. In the meantime, let's go to the telephones at 888-630-9625. Oh, and I want to clarify, it's true in Texas. To win the primary, you have to have 50% of the vote plus one vote, plus 50% of the vote plus one vote, depending on which Texas outlet you read, actually. But let's go to the telephones, Michael. Let's go to Matt calling from St. Louis, Missouri. Matthew, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Matt.
Happy Hump Day in Ayatopia. And a quick shout out to the voters of Texas and the people of Texas for ending St. Louis native Jasmine Crackpot's political career. But please keep her down there. We don't want her back.
Yeah.
But back to the Ayatollah. You told us how Fried Zucchini tells us that the root surprise for these Islamic jihadi, so-called martyrs is they're going to get 72 virgins, but the root surprises are actually getting 72 raisins. Well, the Ayatollah had an even ruder surprise. He didn't even get 72 raisins. He only got one raisin, and that was General Dan Raisin Kane. So,
I see where you're going with that now, and that is a soundbite that we love, as you know, Matt. That's Fried Zucchini on CNN with another like-minded genius.
The Arabic word for virgin has been mistranslated. The original word that was used in the Quran was the word for raisin.
72 raisins.
Wow.
Imagine the surprise of the terrorist who expected something completely different.
Imagine the surprise who expected it was going to be like a P. Diddy party.
Yeah. And hey, a friend of mine, John, sent me a meme, and it's Kim Jong-un on the phone leaving a message trying to get a hold of Donald Trump saying, Donald, we're good, right? We're good. And I guess he didn't want to become Kim Jong 6 feet under. So
I got to tell you, there are big things going on in the world, Matt, and we don't know how all this is going to come out. We're going to have to stay tuned for our next exciting episode because this is Iran. This is a serious country, and you see that the son of the now deceased Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the son of the now deceased Ayatollah, is apparently the front runner to take over from Dad. It's almost like the Democrats here in the United States, inheriting their congressional seats and governor's mansions and so on. And then there were reports this morning that the son had already been killed. But honestly, Matt, I don't think those reports are reliable enough to take seriously at this point. But we've got a war going on in the Middle East, and Donald Trump was the not war president. That certainly can't be said anymore. This is a serious matter.
This is the Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
WMAL traffic from the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center. Maryland, too much for late volume delays beginning back near 212, pushing through Calverton. This is focused onto the inner loop of the Beltway. That's where we have the broken down causing those slowdowns. Germantown response heading to an incident on 270 southbound approaching 118, and I'm looking at that stop and go. Hang tight. Heading toward the Potomac River crossing, still slow. 395 north before the Pentagon. 66 out of Arlington and the southbound George Washington Parkway, heading down toward the Teddy Roosevelt Bridge. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Clouds and some scattered showers this afternoon and a high of 55. Showers likely tonight, low 45.
The winter models don't miss in the DMV. Snow, sleet, and ice are here to stay. It's Vince. Do you need a new roof? Trust Valor, where they believe a roof is not just protection. It's peace of mind. That's why right now, Valor is offering 50% off materials, plus no interest until 2027, making it easier than ever to protect what matters most. And great news, Valor is now expanding with a brand new Northern Virginia office, delivering even faster, trusted service. But what truly defines Valor is Operation Raise the Roof, giving back to those who serve. Recently, Valor provided a brand new roof for Air Force veterans.
above me. Good morning.
Hello, Billy.
You're echoing. No,
I'm echoing? What happened?
Nothing, it's gone now. You must have turned it down or something.
Oh, okay. What's going on, man?
Who's this dad SC saying he owns me? Who the fuck is this dumb fuck from Ohio? Says
That's
he's from
that dude, that fucking, he's like a pedophile type of guy.
What the fuck is wrong with him? Look at him.
He's always the type of guy that goes after people.
Hey, you don't know who I am yet.
For just being. He's a pedophile.
Did you see Bud Noble up on my panel yesterday? Did you watch that?
No, I didn't actually.
Let that fucker up here.
I don't watch anything that has to do with Bud Noble.
I let him up. I'm surprised you let me up here. And he goes and brags at Wiggin and all that. I roasted Billy on it. And he told me to shut up. So I booted him.
Who gives this guy the time of day?
Jarl Wiggin.
He must be bored. He must be really bored.
I think Jarl's just setting him up.
For what, a big fall?
I don't know. You know how Wiggin is.
He's creating a new assassin. Is Bud going to be the new assassin?
I don't think Bud realizes Jarl probably doesn't really like him.
He's gonna send Bud after Rusty. Is that the new assassin?
I don't know, whatever the fucking deal
He's building a ninja army.
Wow, she's really pissed at you and Wiggin were on my panel the other day.
Who?
Rusty.
Oh, dude, I can't help but what she's pissed about. She's mad about something. I can't help it.
She's using my word and calling us the belly aching crew.
Well, what are we belly aching about?
I don't belly. What the hell do I belly ache? If I was
care.
belly aching, I'd be making videos like Will Durant and every fucking thing.
I don't go through life worrying about what Rusty does or gets bad about. I can't just dwell on these things. I got a lot of things I dwell on. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine?
Geez, boring. Geez, I
have real life things to worry about.
I was in Wiggins' chat for a little bit yesterday, posting.
Good.
They block and they block and they talk shit. You know,
well, I mean,
I have never ever blocked anybody and then talk about them behind a block. And Wiggins sit there and let him do it. Wouldn't give me a wrench or anything. So you want to play, boy? Play, boy? Get it? Want to play, boy? No. Never. And I won't. It's chicken shit.
I don't know, man. It's just a lot of shit goes on in YouTube that, you know, people take serious.
You know, they bring their miserable lives here to spread the misery because they're miserable themselves.
Well, that's it. But they don't look at it like misery here. They look at it like they're having a great time doing it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just another part of their misery. That's all. Why do you think nobody comes to my stream?
Yeah. I don't know. Is it for the same reason they don't come here, or?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I run a positive.
I mean, you just started streaming, right? You've never really streamed before, right?
Yeah, but I like to have a positive attitude in my stream. It's not a negative place. That's why nobody comes there.
Well, I was sleeping when you were live. I just got out of bed not long ago. What time is it? 3:10? About 2:30. I woke up. That's what you get when you go to bed at fucking 8, 9 o'clock at night. Take a rest a little bit.
Now you're wide awake.
I come back and the same fuckers are there. I start posting in Vegas. All of a sudden, Angie shows up. And Vader shows. You know what I mean? I sit there for 20 minutes and watch, and the fucking place is dead. As soon as I post, here they come. Especially Vader and Angie. Angie wants me to see her. Right? She can't even say hi to me. I said hello to her, gave her a rose, and she won't even say hello to me.
Why do you care? Why do you care?
I don't. I'm just making the point.
Billy, I know
making a point. I just making a point.
Billy, listen. Let me tell you my honest thoughts about everybody. Okay, let me just lump everybody into one pile and give you my honest thought about how people act. Most everybody here, I won't use the word like, but most everybody here wants to have some kind of camaraderie with everybody. You know what I mean? So if everybody's kind of
everybody's friend, I'm friends.
Yeah, yes, exactly, almost exactly like that, except without the friendship part. Because you all know each other. This is why everybody keeps fucking going in circles with each other. You're familiar with Angie. You're familiar with or whoever. You use whatever name you want. But it's the same thing. Rusty's the same way. Wiggins the same way. You know, everybody that's in Vegas is the same way. They might say they hate each other, but because they know each other, they have a camaraderie with each other. Maybe camaraderie is not the right word, but they associate with each other because they're familiar with each other. Remember when I take you to other streams and you're really not into it because you don't know the people. Even if they're nice people, you really won't feel comfortable there because you don't really know them.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not like Whipperman. I don't just start attacking people.
Well, that's how he gets his rocks off. Whipperman likes to do that because he looks like a fucking potato face. Look at the guy.
And then the people who support him, Monica. Monica's right in love with Whippy.
They're the same ilk. They're all part of the same ilk. You know what can you say? Now me, I don't care. I don't care either way. I can go anywhere and have a good time. It doesn't matter.
So that chat you took me to, did you invite them, tell them people they're welcome to come over here?
I didn't yet, but I don't think I will because why subject them to this shit? They got bent out of shape when I called some guy a fag over there. So how are they going to take it when they come over here? And everybody's doing the same thing.
I just wanted to compliment Gotti. That's probably the most intelligent shit I've ever heard him say, ever.
Oh, welcome, Joe. Welcome.
This psychology of YouTube chatters is not that bad. It's pretty good.
Well, it's pretty much true, right? I mean, everybody knows each other and familiar. That's why everybody keeps fucking around with everybody.
Yes, we're very more comfortable beating on people we already know and we're used to beating on.
Hey, I can take a joke.
Oh, yeah, you're one of the best. Yeah.
Billy can.
I can take a joke.
Billy, you can take a joke more than Joel can.
You're right up there
honestly.
at the top. Yeah. No
Joel, you're kind of sensitive, Joel, when it comes to that stuff. But Billy can take it more than you can for the most part.
We all have sensitivities.
Yeah, just different levels.
But I've been watching McHale's Navy, and it just brings back so many memories. I'm hearing the term bubblehead. I'm hearing all kinds of terms that I use out here in that fucking show. I swear to God.
Well, what the fuck about Gilligan? Look at Tim Conway. You know, there's Gomer Pyle. There's always
that's where Tim Conway. Tim Conway was. He's on McHale's Navy.
Right.
Yeah.
There's always
Tim
somebody
Conway was
on
good.
the show that they're fucking roasting constantly. Yeah.
Was that Leadbottom? Leadbottom was the guy, wasn't
that guy is fucking.
He's a funny fucker.
Mint is his last name. Never knew his name before, and I started. So my
show
YouTube
was that way. Ed Norton in the Jackie Gleason show.
Yeah.
Oh, he was good. He was a funny bastard.
Kramer's an idiot.
Kramer, yep.
So is Newman. Yeah.
Newman.
So is an idiot.
Newman was a funny fuck. Meathead, yep.
Yvonne Meathead for fucking years. So we got all those people in here.
How you feel about that guy getting off by his kid like that? Holy shit, huh?
You know what?
Nobody deserved it more, dude.
It's not
I
surprising.
agree. I totally agree.
It's not surprising that happened.
Something happened there. Okay. So, whenever you see something like that, you never get the whole story. They're not gonna uncover all the shit on Rob Reiner. Okay. They're just not gonna do that. Okay.
Obviously, Rob Reiner's son wasn't as successful as Rob Reiner was. He had a very serious
observation, Bill.
He had a very serious drug problem, and that's what happens to those kids.
I think he raped the kid when he was younger. I think he raped him and had him raped by a whole bunch of people.
Or had him passed around by a bunch
sacrifice.
Someone like Rob Reiner, always at work.
Well, he didn't go from being a dumb schmuck on the Archie Bunker show to being a top Hollywood director.
Well, his dad was the one who created
Carl Reiner. Yep, Mary Tyler Moore did.
Mary Tyler Moore and all that shit.
I didn't know Rob Reiner's responsible for that fucking production company that did Seinfeld. So if it wasn't for Meathead, there would have been no Seinfeld. So I guess I owe him something. Good job, Meathead.
And if there wasn't no Archie Bunker, there wouldn't be anything here at all.
That's true.
Okay?
That's true, yeah.
They couldn't make an Archie Bunker production today.
No chance.
They couldn't do the check.
It wouldn't last. It wouldn't fucking last.
I could do it.
Yeah, you could do it on your show, but fuck, you'd be fucking struck.
I could come up with Edith too, man. I could find a girl like that.
Now I have a serious question. Does anybody believe Alpesh Patel was dinged for showing a cooking show?
Maybe, because those shows are usually copyrighted. It was Gordon Ramsay.
Depends on what videos will get you taken down, man.
I know they will. So
hey, Billy, whose picture is better? Be impartial now. Come on.
What, yours or Wiggins?
Yeah.
Look how he completely he just took my shit and turned it black and gave himself some red eyes.
It made it absolutely fucking killer. Mine is way fucking better than yours.
It does look good, I will say. I do like it.
There you go. There you go. Thank you.
And the red eyes. Yeah, it's nice.
Finally, a compliment. Finally.
Can you do one of yourself with your hat on backwards, though?
What, like Billy?
Yeah. Just that look right there. Can you?
Yeah.
Go ahead and get a.
We'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow. Oh, for Billy? You mean for Billy?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna doctor it up a little bit. Is there something?
Billy, look at the screen. Look at the screen. I'll get a screenshot. Oh, look at the camera, not the screen.
Look at the camera, Billy, like you're giving a blowjob.
Yeah, look at the camera, Billy. Come on. Not the screen, Billy. There you go. There you go. I got it. All right, I got it. I got it. You're good. You're all set.
You're not my friend. Why are you doing? I want you to be my friend. Be my friend.
Oh, bud.
I got him doing that. I never showed that clip, but I do got him flapping his gums like that, man. It's funny as fuck.
Are you training Bud to be your assassin?
What's that? Bud? Bud's not my assassin. I don't know what Bud's deal is. I don't fight guy wars for them.
He's a Bud in training.
Guy who fight wars for me, man. I don't know what his deal is. He's got his own shit. He's trying to come up in YouTube. He's got over 600 subs, man.
Oh, shit.
For that.
Must be Creeps Incorporated.
This is my number. I'm up to 321.
Wow.
You guys are getting subs, and I never get any anymore. I don't get subs.
A lot of your subs are from me, Wiggin. All them accounts that I made that I come into your
Shut up, Billy. You only took your 50 subs. Shut the
No, I
fuck
didn't.
up.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
you did, man.
I don't. There's
You took
other.
your
There's
subs
accounts
right
I don't
after
even
you
use
went
because
live,
they
man.
removed
Shut
them.
up.
But I'm subbed to
You
you.
took your subs. I watched them. No,
I'm subscribed to you. How do you know? How do you think I know when you go live?
Because you just got to go up to your channel and hit on it.
I don't. No, I'm subbed to you. I get notifications.
You only
when
need
you go
one
live.
sub. You don't need subs.
When you go live, Wiggin, I know it because I'm subbed to you.
Nobody fools me. I know exactly how this shit works.
Well, I'm not trying to fool you.
I know how everything works here, man.
But I do.
I can see a sub dump when I see one. Okay, when I lose 50 in 2 days because you finally got a stream, that's you doing that, dude.
Yeah. Not late. You see, he says when you finally got a stream, and that's going to be 2 years ago, April. And this was on the 27th of January, this recording. You're not my friend. Why are you doing that? I want you to be my friend. Be my friend. Be my friend.
Oh, Bud.
I got him doing that. I got him doing that. I've never showed that clip, but I do got him flapping his gums like that, man. It's funny and fun.
Are you training Bud to be your assassin?
What's that? Bud? Bud's not my assassin. I don't know what Bud's deal is. I don't fight guy wars for them.
He's a Bud in training.
Guys fight wars for me, man. I don't know what his deal is. He's got his own shit. He's trying to come up in YouTube. He's got over 600 subs, man.
Oh, shit.
For that.
Must be Creeps Incorporated.
This is my number. I'm up to 321.
Wow.
You guys are getting subs, and I never get any anymore. I don't get subs.
A lot of your subs are from me, Wiggin. All them accounts that I made that I come into.
Shut up, Billy. You only took your 50 subs. Shut the
No, I
fuck
didn't.
Up.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
you did, man.
I don't. There's accounts I don't even use because they removed them. But I'm subbed to you.
You took your subs. I watched them. No,
I'm subscribed to you. How do you know? How do you think I know when you go live?
Because you just got to go up to your channel and hit on it.
I don't. No, I'm subbed to you. I get notifications.
You only
when
need
you go
one
live.
sub. You don't need subs.
When you go live, Wiggin. I know it because I'm subbed to you.
Nobody fools me. I know exactly how this shit works.
Oh, I'm not trying to fool you.
I know how everything works here, man. I can see a sub dump when I see one. Okay, when I lose 50 in 2 days because you finally got a stream, that's you doing that, dude. Yeah.
Not lately. I have.
Is this what you people are doing?
So then you agree, right? So, I probably subscribed to you like 200 times. That's how many fucking accounts I have.
I don't even know how many fucking subs I have. I feel bad for my fucking subs. There's no fucking content over there, so there's no point. You guys can have whatever subs I got.
I subbed with every channel, okay, before, with the bell on, right? But then I had to clear all them fucking bells. Yeah. So I got smart and I unsubbed it.
Every morning when I put on my uniform, I'm reminded of the countless men and women serving in the armed forces wearing their uniforms. Uniforms.
What does your welcome home look like? Is it a cozy corner or a wagging tail? The sound of kids playing in the yard or a friendly wave from the new neighbor? However you define it, let AmeriQ Credit Union help you make it happen. For more than 75 years, AmeriQ has helped your friends and neighbors finance the homes of their dreams. After all, there's no place like home. Let us help you finance yours. Apply today at ameriq.org/home. Membership eligibility is required, insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Every Nissan Frontier is battle tested. Its frame is twisted. Its door slammed 13,920 times. And its bed drug tested over and over. We do all that to the V6 powered Frontier, so you never have to hold back. Nissan, ranked #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands by J.D. Power. For J.D. Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2025 model year. Newer models may be shown.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy Truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Imagine having complete clarity about your health, not just test results, but a clear plan built around you. Today, body scans and lab tests are easy to access, but true peace of mind comes from understanding what they mean and what to do next.
At Princeton Longevity Center, we go beyond testing to deliver clarity, strategy, and physician-led care designed to help protect and extend your life.
Our patients work directly with board-certified physicians specializing in preventive and longevity medicine, not algorithms, not generic reports.
But real doctors who understand your history, your risks, and your goals.
Yes, we use advanced imaging and comprehensive diagnostics.
But what truly matters is what comes next.
We interpret the results,
connect the dots, and deliver a physician-led, personalized plan you can act on with confidence.
Because information alone doesn't change outcomes.
Insight does.
At Princeton Longevity Center, your care doesn't end with a test.
It begins there.
Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. That's 888-8000-PLC.
WMAL, making sense of social media, because big tech can't be trusted. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Oh, hey, we're back. All right, we've got, as usual, a lot to get to. Jasmine Crockett updates, and this Tellerico guy, Democrats flailing about doing crazy stuff. Oh, and we got Sadie Hawkins Day in New York. Did you hear about this Sadie Hawkins Day in New York? I want to share that with you coming up. Let's go to the phones. Let's go to Steve, calling from Ashburn, Virginia. Stephen, you're on the Chris Plante Show.
Good morning, Chris. Wonderful show, very timely topics. 2 points. One, the reason that people don't know what's going on is they don't know their history. It's not being taught. Witness, George Orwell, 1984, The Ministry of Truth. Everything is being erased the day after it happens, and so people don't even know what's gone on. That's point one. Point two, I was in Beirut in 83 with the Navy, naval officer on one of the ships. I was with my Marine shipmates ashore all the time. Thankfully, I left just 3 weeks before then. I left a lot of shipmates behind. God bless them all. President Trump is not starting a war. He's ending it. He's not passing a bucket of trouble onto his successor, as any good leader should.
I saw you on the big board there, Jasmine put you up at the big board. And I got to say, I saw it and I said, well, that's exactly right. And I didn't know that you were Navy in Beirut in 83 then. But we've been fighting since 1979, a low-level asymmetric war, haven't we?
Absolutely. And anybody who doesn't realize that is just not paying attention. You know, in the current information age, you would think that we have more information available to us than back then in the analog days, as you and I both know. But it's worse because people are channeled into just their own clan, their own way of thinking, and they don't even see the rest of it. They don't even know that it exists. And now that we have somebody in charge who's willing to tackle a problem that has been lingering, like you said, since 79. That was the year that I came on, actually in 78 on active duty. We've been with this for decades, thousands of people being killed by this murderous regime. And he is taking the bull by the horns and putting it to bed as he should. God bless President Trump.
Yeah, look, it is Western civilization against radical Islam and Islamism, and they do have an ambition to take over the world, just like the Chinese.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station. Making sense of the news. News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 10. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Matthews. The U.S. is ramping up strikes against Iran amid questions about who's leading the country.
The Iranian regime is down 86% in their ballistic missile launching capabilities since day one of Operation Fury. Still, the Israelis are taking some incoming fire. We've seen interceptions overhead here in Tel Aviv. But the Israelis are also going on the offensive, striking new targets around the capital of Tehran and going after many of the air defense systems that are left near to the Iranian capital. With the war ongoing, there are now questions swirling in Iran about who's leading the country right now, with much of the leadership taken out in American and Israeli strikes. One name, Murtaza Khamenei, the son of the Ayatollah who was killed over the weekend, is said to be the man who will ultimately get the nod.
Fox News' Trey Yingst in Tel Aviv. Even as the U.S. government's urging Americans in the Middle East to get out, some are digging themselves in, including this woman. Rachel Cohen is a Montgomery County native who moved to Jerusalem after college. She had heard dozens of air warnings over the past 3 years.
When you live in a war zone, every parent is concerned, even more so when they're not here. I'm always sending my family pictures of like, hey, I'm still going outside. Like, I'm still seeing the sun. I'm not locked inside. Like, it's okay. Everything is okay.
Rachel tells 7 News that living in Israel teaches you a lot about resilience. Even so, thousands have fled from there in recent days. With the war underway, have you started watching gas prices?
How high is it going to go? How quickly? How long is it going to last?
Gas Buddy petroleum analyst Patrick Dahan, and what happens in Iran has an almost instant impact at the pump.
Negative days, if we could have such a thing. We already started to see gas prices going up on Monday as anticipated.
And with roughly 25% of the oil passing through the Strait of Hormuz and the Persian Gulf, possible attacks on ships are contributing to price increases.
It's a real and credible threat that has to be taken seriously, which is why hundreds of ships have dropped anchor in the Persian Gulf, awaiting what the next move may look like.
Scotland on WMAL and WMAL.com.
We have an update in the case of the man accused of killing 2 Israeli embassy staffers in D.C. last May at the Capitol Jewish Museum.
Elias Rodriguez pleaded not guilty to new terrorism-related charges. This is in addition to hate crime and premeditated murder charges that he also pled not guilty to back in September. Now, Rodriguez is accused of killing Iran Lashinsky and Sarah Milgram outside of the Capitol Jewish Museum as they were leaving an event. The Justice Department says it plans to pursue the death penalty.
7 News' Adam Longo. It is budget season for area schools, and Arlington is coming up short in some sports programs.
This budget represents careful and difficult choices.
Superintendent Francisco Duran explaining to the Arlington School Board that high school girls flag football and boys volleyball did not get funded, though neighboring school systems in Fairfax, Alexandria, and Falls Church already have varsity boys volleyball. Duran adding his priority:
there are no reductions to school-based student-facing positions.
As part of the total budget increase of just over 1%, Barbara Britt, WMAL and WMAL.com.
Checking your money, the Dow is up 59 points at this hour. The NASDAQ is up 158. Up next, traffic and weather on WMAL.
Chris Plant here. Tired of dating online and want to meet real people face to face? Let the professional matchmakers at It's Just Lunch help. After a confidential interview, your personal matchmaker hand selects quality matches for you. They pre-screen every date and they'll book your reservations at the best spots in town. All you have to do is show up and be yourself. Let It's Just Lunch help you turn new beginnings into lasting connections. Call 202-466-4333 or visit itsjustlunchdc.com.
Prime Monday delivery is fast. How fast are we talking? We're talking game night delivered by tomorrow night fast. So we can win fast. Cards fast, puzzles fast, team games at your door in a day fast. Doesn't matter what the game is, we will dominate fast. We're talking game over, you win fast. Fast Monday delivery for the win. It's on Prime.
Finally, car shopping made for you. Meet Car Gurus Discover, a new search feature where you can look for vehicles using your own words. Whether you want great gas mileage or extra trunk space, simply type it in, and Car Gurus Discover will give you real shoppable listings that match. It's no wonder Car Gurus is the #1 visited car shopping site according to SimilarWeb's estimated traffic data. Buy or sell your next car today with Car Gurus at CarGurus.com. Go to CarGurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's CarGurus.com. CarGurus.com.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
WMAL traffic, Steve Hirshhorn in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
95 in Maryland, pretty slow southbound from the ICC down to 212. There was an earlier incident blocking a portion of the ramp from 95 southbound onto the inner loop of the Beltway. 95 in Virginia northbound at the Beltway in Springfield. Accident there on the right shoulder. Still pretty slow, though, from the Franconia Springfield Parkway. 66 eastbound right before the Beltway. Everything's open now. The earlier crash there cleared away. Leftover delays, though, begin right around Vienna Metro. Inner loop at the Beltway northbound 495 after 66. Crash there also on the right shoulder. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com. The WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Plenty of clouds around into the afternoon, and we may see a few showers, 55. Tonight, showers likely early, 45 the overnight low. Some patchy fog around Thursday morning, and a few scattered showers in the afternoon, high 63. On the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stagik on WMAL.
49 at Reagan National, John Matthews. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Now on 105.9 FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Chris Plant.
The Iranian Air Force is no more. Built for 1996, destroyed in 2026. The Iranian Navy rests at the bottom of the Persian Gulf. Combat ineffective, decimated, destroyed, defeated, pick your adjective. In fact, last night, we sunk their prize ship, the Soleimani. Looks like POTUS got him twice.
Oh, President of the United States got Qasem Soleimani twice. First, Qasem Soleimani himself, and then the Iranian warship named for Qasem Soleimani, a mass murderer and terrorist. The Democrats were very angry when President Trump killed the terrorist Qasem Soleimani, the Iranian kill machine. But you know why. Well, very happy Wednesday, too, and welcome back once again. A happy hump day to the Clinton family, and of course, a happy mailbag day to all of our great American listeners and listeners from around the world. I have the mailbag queries. They're like questions, but more fun than that. In front of me, I have them in my hand, and the mailbag. Can I get to them this hour? We will have to see. But we've got a lot going on. We've got a hearing going on Capitol Hill. In addition to war against Iran and war between and look, and let me be clear about this. We have been in a state of undeclared war, and Iran has been in a state of undeclared war against us. We have been in a state of undeclared war with Iran since 1979. 47 years, a state of undeclared war has existed between the Islamic Revolution, the Islamic Republic, that's Iran, led by Ayatollahs, first Khomeini, then Khamenei, and Khamenei no more, Khomeini no more. When the old Ayatollah Khomeini, when he died, boy, the mob tore his body to shreds and ripped pieces of his beard off and stuff. There are still people that have a framed piece of his beard on the wall at home. Say, oh, yes, I was there. And we got that going on. And the jihadis in charge of Iran have been waging war against us. Marine Corps barracks, 1983, Hezbollah, a proxy, a subsidiary of the Islamic Revolution in Tehran, and on, the hostages, the decapitations, the murders, the war, the standing up, the militias from the Hezbollah to Hamas. We saw October 7th, Israel, the Houthis who are choking and attacking ship travel. The free travel of shipping is very important to global trade. And they've got enough power to disrupt that and kill people and blow things up. But a state of asymmetric warfare has existed between the United States and Iran since 1979. A low-level asymmetric war has been ongoing between our two nations since 1979, at least, and certainly 1979. And it's like, oh, Mohammad Mossadegh, we're the bad guys. We caused all the... Yeah. The Ayatollahs might have taken over around the time of Mohammad Mossadegh, had things not changed there. Oh, and the terrible Shah, and the Shah, it's a tough region of the world. A lot of things going on in Iran, and the Shah was tough. The king, the monarch, Pahlavi, and he was tough and hard as nails. It's a tough part of the world. You want to stay, and it's been this way for 4,000 years in Persia. Since they were waging war against the Greeks in the Mediterranean, it's been a tough lot. There's no doubt about that. But the state of asymmetric warfare has existed for 47 years at a bare minimum. And President Trump is looking, they've been terrorizing the world, and they have been terrorizing the world from the hostages at the American Embassy on November 4th, 1979, to blowing up Jewish rec centers in Buenos Aires because Jews were playing ping pong in peace. So naturally, they had to be killed. It's a dangerous, psychotic, racist, genocidal death machine, the Islamic Revolution in Tehran. And President Trump, has decided the status quo will no longer suffice. We have to stop raising our children in a world where we have to explain to them that radical Islamists are angry about whatever, and they're going to kidnap and rape and murder and torture and kill and blow things up throughout your entire lifetime, kids. So just get used to it and know that, and if you're a Democrat, you say, and know that it's all our fault. Never mind that it's been going on since before the Declaration of Independence, but never mind that. The warfare just took a big shift. The asymmetric low-level warfare changed dramatically when President Trump made a decision to take out the leadership, including the Ayatollah himself. And now there's, a lot of uncertainty in the short-term future, and probably when it comes to radical Islam for the more long-term future as well. Now, on a different note altogether, and there are a lot of different notes to get to because there's a lot going on. We've got Jasmine Crockett news, and we've got the plot to kill President Trump. Iran was behind that one. And we've got Sadie Hawkins Day. You remember Sadie Hawkins Day, right? And that's when girls ask boys to go to the dance or whatever, right? Isn't that it, Sadie Hawkins? I was never a child, so I'm not familiar with all of these simple pleasantries. But I got to get the Sadie Hawkins story. But there's a Minnesota. You may know Minnesota. It's one of our 50 states. They've got a governor, Tim Walz, and a radical extremist left-wing jihadi, which makes no sense, but leave it to the left. Keith Ellison, the attorney general in the state, and they're testifying on Capitol Hill today, the House of Representatives. Tim Walz, the governor, and Keith Ellison, the attorney general, testify before the House of Representatives on Minnesota fraud. So Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, a Democrat, State Attorney General Keith Ellison, a Democrat, will testify Wednesday morning, that's today, before the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee over the state's welfare fraud scandal. Now, the House Oversight Chair, James Comer, he's been busy lately, previously called on Walz and Ellison to provide any records, documents, and communications regarding the welfare fraud for investigators, and he invited them in December to testify. Boy, lots happened in Minnesota since December, right? An awful lot. Comer, the chairman, also requested all relevant suspicious activity reports from the Treasury Department, along with transcribed interviews with current and former Minnesota state officials as part of the investigation. Turns out these two guys knew about the fraud going back to 2019 because whistleblowers have come forward to reveal to the government officials that there was an enormous amount of fraud going on there, stealing billions and billions of our money, of our tax dollars. But that's okay. And this morning, it was the Congressman Jim Jordan was on the television this morning, and he's in the committee. He's on the committee and he's in the hearing, and he's having none of this stuff. Jim Jordan this morning talking about Minnesota fraud and the Democrats that facilitated it.
Understand, 98 people have already been indicted in all these various fraud programs where they went from a couple $1 million of taxpayer money being used for some program to within 2 or 3 years, hundreds of millions of dollars. That example was supposed to be feeding kids, giving kids meals at schools. Problem was there were no kids, no meals. They were just stuffing money in their pockets. 98 people have already been indicted. 85 of those individuals are Somali Americans. So this was about politics. This was about not offending a voting bloc that the Democrats count on in that state. And that's why they look the other way and allowed this stuff to happen. And I think that's what we have to expose to the American people.
Praise the jihad, as they chant at the Democratic National Convention. Now, wait a minute. What do we hear there? These fraud programs. They're all about feeding kids. Only problem is there were no kids and there were no meals. So they weren't feeding kids. It was all a lie. It was all a sham. It was all a scam. 98 people have been indicted. And coincidentally, random selection, 85 of them Somalis brought into the country by the Lutheran Church, some by the Catholic Church, and then turned into a power base by the Democrats because they want to have no-go zones like they have in Paris now, where you can't go there because the Muslims will kill you, and they have Sharia law and all that good stuff. In fact, I think Texas just banned Sharia law, didn't they? Because Texas, they've got a growing number of mosques, hundreds of mosques, brand new mosques in Texas, and the whole mosque lifestyle, Sharia law may not go with the Texas way of life. But good stuff by Jim Jordan, 98 people indicted. Fraud on these programs, tax money, our tax dollars, hundreds of millions, nay, billions. 98 people indicted, 85 of them Somalis, Somali Americans, he said. But the Democrats said, well, we don't want to do anything about it. This is a voting block for us. You know, the jihad vote is a vote that the Democrat Party has locked up because they love death and violence and mayhem and kidnapping. They love all the blood stuff because they're the left. And how many people have they shot in the name of their politics in the last few years? And what have they blown up? And how many people have burned alive because the Democrat Party just in the last few years in the United States. Aren't they amazing? Jim Jordan lays it out there. Pretty good stuff. 85 out of 98 are Somali Americans involved in the fraud cases, the indictments, and the Democrats shrug and say, well, you're a racist. No, I just don't like being robbed at gunpoint every day of the year. The Democrats are okay with that. Congressman Jim Jordan, well, why didn't the Democrats do anything?
Politics drove this thing. There was also a racial discrimination lawsuit brought against Minnesota, and they said, oh, we don't want that. After all, this is the voting bloc of the Democrat Party. We're going to continue to send the money out. Even after they stopped it, they restarted it because they were nervous about the racial discrimination lawsuit that was coming. So that's the key that took place here, and that's what I think the country needs to understand.
And that's what the country needs to understand. I think that's true. That would be good if we had a news media that covered stories like this. That'd be very helpful, I think. But I don't think we can depend on them to pick up the mantle on that, can we? All right, and we have war against Iran, and the Ayatollah killed. I've got to say that surprised me. Going that big, I saw it and I was thinking military operation. You go after the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC, go after the leadership of the police units that hopefully intelligence inform you they're the ones behind slaughtering 30,000 Iranians or 35,000 Iranians. That's kind of a big massacre. That's, the Democrats at Jonestown, about 900 people died at Jonestown, kind of big deal. They slaughtered maybe 35,000 in the last handful of weeks in Iran, a bare minimum, perhaps 25,000. And the Democrats, they're like, oh, that's okay. They can do that. That's their rice bowl. Why would we care about that? And I personally care about that. I think having regimes like that loose on the planet when they lash out and kill everybody, infidels and the Jews, and they're genocidal and they're working on nuclear weapons and enriching uranium. I got a good soundbite or two on that too. They continue to enrich uranium. Barack Obama funded them. But setting that aside, let's go back to the telephones, Michael. Let's go to Steve calling from Aldie, Virginia. Stephen, you're on the Chris Plante Show.
Chris.
Steve.
Great talking to you, my friend.
What do you say, buddy?
I spent 2 years aboard the USS Midway, 79 to 81. Happened to be in that area, but we had a president who didn't feel like we could do anything to stop this.
Yeah.
I'm glad we finally have a president to do something about this.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, well, it's a big deal. It really, this alters the course of human history.
It does. And I am proud to say I was aboard the Midway. I did my job well. And I was disappointed when Carter didn't let us do our job, especially when you have three carriers out there who are just chomping at the bit to do something.
Yeah.
And he just kind of sat on his hands and go, he was a goof.
He was a goof.
That's how most of us felt.
Well, sure, yeah, and he's Jimmy Carter, yeah, and the Midway, an aircraft carrier, of course, U.S. Navy aircraft carrier.
Museum, by the way.
Yeah, it's museum in San Diego.
I'll be out there in September.
Is that right?
Reunion.
Is that right? For a Midway crew reunion? That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm the vice president of the Midway Veterans Association.
Is that right?
I got to be there.
That's obviously. You got to bring the beer. Come on.
Exactly. And the chips.
Now, how many Americans served on the Midway over the years? I'm going to guess like 30,000.
I would say so. I mean, it was commissioned in 45.
Wow.
We definitely got our money's worth out of her.
Yeah. Wow.
So, yeah. And the whole evolution of Carrier White, you could see it on the Midway. From straight deck to angle deck to catapults.
Yeah, World War II.
top-of-the-line jet.
World War II vintage carrier. It was around till I think probably till we had Nimitz class carriers, right?
Oh yeah, I mean she got decommissioned and right after the first Gulf War, 92, 93.
Wow, holy cow, man! That's a long life on a ship of any kind, aircraft carrier.
When you go out to see your brother in San Diego, go aboard her. They did a beautiful job cleaning her up. Beautiful ship.
That is great. Steve, Vice President of the Association. That's great. Steve, fun call. Thank you. I'm saluting you. You can't see it, but I'm saluting you right now. I forgot to say.
I feel it, brother.
I'm just saluting you. Thank you, Steve. And yeah, when you go to San Diego, let me know. I'll see if my brother can do a TV story on you.
September 13th through the 17th.
All right, buddy. All right. Thank you for the call. God bless America, and God save us all.
You're listening to The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Prime one-day delivery is fast. How fast we talking? We're talking yoga mats and fitness trackers delivered so fast you can kick off your routine tomorrow fast. We're talking weights at your door without really waiting fast. Water bottles and hydration backpacks fast and fast. Resistance bands faster than you can say feel the burn fast. More jump ropes just a hop, skip, and a jump away, aka fast. Whew. That was actually a good workout fast. Fast one-day delivery for all things fitness. It's on Prime.
Finally, car shopping made for you. Meet Car Gurus Discover, a new search feature where you can look for vehicles using your own words. Whether you want great gas mileage or extra trunk space, simply type it in, and Car Gurus Discover will give you real shoppable listings that match. It's no wonder Car Gurus is the #1 visited car shopping site according to SimilarWeb's estimated traffic data. Buy or sell your next car today with Car Gurus at CarGurus.com. Go to CarGurus.com to make sure your big deal is the best deal. That's CarGurus.com. CarGurus.com.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader in out Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
There's no place like home with AmeriQ Credit Union. For more than 75 years, AmeriQ has helped your friends and neighbors step into the homes of their dreams. Let us help you find yours. Apply today at ameriq.org/home. Equal housing lender.
The pediatric team at Community Health Center of the North Country understands your kids are the most important things in your life, and each one of them is unique in their own way. This means care needs to be personalized for each son or daughter you bring through the doors at our Ogdensburg Health Center. Dr. Sunny Patel and Dr. Tiffany Hecht accepting new patients now and providing that personalized pediatric care for every stage of your child's life. Visit chcnorthcountry.org for more information.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
No, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop in and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
The Derek Hunter Show every single weekday here from 3 to 6 p.m. on WMAL.
Do you know Sadie Hawkins Day? You know what Sadie Hawkins Day is? Sadie Hawkins Day is an American tradition. It started in the 1930s, I think, and it's at school. You have boys and you have girls. Back then, they only had boys and girls. Now we have boys and girls and Democrats that are completely screwed up in the head. But Sadie Hawkins Day, it's a day at school usually where girls will chase boys, that they will ask boys to the school dance. They'll ask boys out on a date. It's Sadie Hawkins Day, and the boys say, "Oh wow, it's Sadie Hawkins Day. The nice girl is inviting me out for something real nice. Isn't that great?" Well, in New York, it's a little bit different today. Here's the New York Post story: girl 11 stabs boy 12. Girl 11 stabs boy 12 inside New York City middle school. Cops say, because that's it. An 11-year-old girl stabbed a 12-year-old boy inside her Bronx middle school on Monday. Isn't that good? That's just great. The girl allegedly slashed the boy in the left arm with a kitchen knife minutes after 11 a.m. inside IS 218 on Girard Avenue near East 167th Street in Concourse. But there it is. Sadie Hawkins Day isn't what it used to be. The Democrats have updated it. Now it's Felony Assault Day, but it's feminist.
This is the Chris Plant Show.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 10:30 on John Matthews. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says the U.S. is quickly gaining air superiority over Iran, but the U.S. cannot stop all air attacks. He told reporters today some drones or missiles may still be getting through air defenses to strike military or civilian targets in the region. The Senate headed for a vote on President Trump's decision to embark on this war against Iran. It's an extraordinary test in Congress for a conflict that is rapidly spread across the Middle East with no clear U.S. exit strategy. The legislation is known as a War Powers Resolution. It gives lawmakers an opportunity to demand congressional approval before any further attacks are carried out. A last-minute write-in campaign has been launched in a bid by a candidate to win the Woodbridge district seat on the Prince William Board of Supervisors. The election is 6 days from now. A large group of elected Democrats want the party's current nominee to drop out. Traffic and weather next.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster. I started Blindster in my garage back in 2010. Since then, we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters nationwide. Our blinds are DIY friendly, guaranteed to fit, and always cheaper than big box stores. Blindster.com.
Steve Hirshhorn in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
On 95 northbound at the Springfield interchange, right before you get to the Beltway, the work zone has the two right lanes closed. Right now it's very slow up from the Franconia Springfield Parkway as you squeeze by to the left to get by. 395 northbound, just north of the Beltway before Edsel Road. You have the left lane blocked on 395 north of that. It was an accident before the George Washington Parkway. Two left lanes are closed there, causing delays up from the Pentagon. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Weather Channel forecast.
Scattered showers this afternoon in the high 55, 49 at Reagan National. John Matthews, WMAL News.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy truck Z71, yours for $26,999. line. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop it and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Every sandwich has bread, every burger has a bun, but these warm, golden, smooth steam buns, these are special, reserved for the very best. The Filet-O-Fish, and you can have them too.
Don't miss deals like a Filet-O-Fish or 10-piece McNuggets. Get any two for just $6 and pair them with $1.39 any size soft drink. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
The pediatric team at Community Health Center of the North Country understands your kids are the most important things in your life, and each one of them is unique in their own way. This means care needs to be personalized for each son or daughter you bring through the doors at our Ogdensburg Health Center. Dr. Sunny Patel and Dr. Tiffany Hecht accepting new patients now and providing that personalized pediatric care for every stage of your child's life. Visit chcnorthcountry.org for more information.
WMAL, making sense of mainstream media, because the double standard is real. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
You know, feminists are marching with the Ayatollah's people in Washington because they're feminists. They don't know what that word means, but they're kind of funny. And I do this girl 11 stabs boy 12 inside New York City middle school, the police say. And they point out, the New York Post points out, that the girl, the 11-year-old girl, was taken into custody, and the boy, the 12-year-old boy, was taken to the hospital. And the Sadie Hawkins dance is this Friday, so stay tuned for that. Isn't that great? 11-year-old girl stabbed 12-year-old boy. They're at Bronx school. And they can't do math either. That's really the thing. His assailant was taken into custody, the sources said. The violence stemmed from a past incident that boiled over between the two middle schoolers. How old can the incident be? That the past incident, the 11-year-old. And the school for children doesn't have metal detectors. But now they're going to have to get them. And I got to say, one of the great things about this New York Post piece, and the comments afterward are pretty funny, although tragic and sad at the same time. One of them, Dexter Liv, said, the entire real estate market in this country is based on how far away can I get from these people without having a 3-hour drive to work every day. And for any New York resident not on food stamps, gather your loved ones and leave now before it's too late. This is not a drill. Honestly, 11-year-old girls are now stabbing 12-year-old boys in school. And Is an 11-year-old in middle school normally? Is that normally middle school? I guess it's sixth grade, middle school. Okay. I don't, as I said, I didn't have a childhood. So, and yeah, there we go. There it is. And somebody here, R. Kelly, I think it's a different R. Kelly though, said, sadly, and once again, we're presented with another opportunity to have a national conversation about common sense knife control. Sure. And where were the New York City Democrats' violence interrupters? Got to have interrupters, got to have violence interrupters. So that's just great stuff. And from which diverse culture that makes us stronger do they come? That's a fair question, too, because diversity is our strength. And it leads to a lot of stab wounds and gunshot wounds, but at least it's diverse. All right, let's go to a telephone call. Miguel, let's go to Tom, calling from Clearwater, Florida. Beautiful Clearwater, Florida. Thomas, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Chris, I have tried, and I feel like I'm talking to radio royalty. I want to thank you for the entertainment, but more importantly, all the jobs that you've had. If there's a guy that's meant to do what you're doing, it's you. And I appreciate your humor, your quick wit. Yesterday, I got an impromptu lesson in Farsi and Persian language to boot.
Well, I tell you, we have Jasmine is here today. She's actually an expert in Farsi and Persian language, among other languages, for that matter. Well, you're very, very kind, Tom. I'm just stumbling my way through life, and I just look at the world as it is and try to tell the truth about it and to make fun of it.
Well, you have a crystal clear vision. I listen to Rush Limbaugh, and there's a couple of guys in the afternoons that are on, but nobody has your wit and information. And I find myself belly laughing just at the whim to have the wit that you have. And I remember fondly 30 years ago watching CBS News and hearing Bill Plant, CBS News correspondent. So I remember that, and you had an interesting life, and I'd like to go on one of your cruises and get to meet you, but I just wanted to thank you. It means a lot to have somebody like-minded that can articulate. I can speak a lot, but articulation is probably not one of my strong points, but I appreciate somebody like you that delivers the word. Thanks for what you do for the country, and I'm sure your brothers and everybody's, and your stepdad and your real dad would be very proud of what you're doing.
Well, you're very kind. You're really very generous. That's the nicest thing that's ever been said to me in my life, I think. That's very nice. Thank you very much. And you're right. My stepfather, Bill Plant, was a CBS News reporter for 52 years, network news the whole time. And this was a topic of discussion a couple of days ago, actually, because he was dispatched to Iran when the Shah was falling and when the embassy was taken and all of that good stuff. And he had been in and out of Iran a little bit before that. And he got to do lots of fun travel himself. And he covered, then he was in the dispatched to Vietnam 4 times during the war, into the 67 war in Israel, the 73 war in Israel, and then 79 to Tehran for the fall of the Shah and the Ayatollahs taking over. He got to cover a lot of interesting stuff himself. And it's true that opened my eyes at a very early age. I think a lot of that to what was going on in the world, and little bit of a fire under me to pay attention to what was going on in the world. And my mother had been in the television news business and in the radio business from the time she was 7 years old in New York, because her father was in the radio business from the time he came home from World War I. And when I was a kid, my mother was on television. My grandfather was on television, WISN in Milwaukee. And then the stepfather came along, Bill Plant. He started on WISN in Milwaukee. And then we moved to New York so he could go on the Walter Cronkite, moved back to New York so he could go on the Walter Cronkite show. And I've kind of been stuck with this media thing from birth, even before birth. I think this whole media thing was there. And I got to tell you, Tom, that the one thing that I knew growing up, the one thing I knew I didn't want to do was go into the news business. I didn't know what I did want to do, but I knew that I didn't want to go into the news business, and I certainly didn't want to go into television. And I never thought, hey, I'll go into radio. My whole life has been an accident. But Tom, I learned to be kind of a wise ass in Catholic school, and I was kicked out of Catholic school after 3rd grade. So, but all my brothers went to Catholic school, and we all had the Catholic school kind of wise ass attitude.
Well, what a rich past you've had. And again, just thanks a lot, and know that a lot of people out here appreciate what you do. And I noticed some of them were mad about you not being on Newsmax, but I remember Rush Limbaugh talking about getting in early to do show prep. It just doesn't happen. You and your staff have done a good job, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. Well, you're very, very kind. Thank you. I'll look forward to seeing you on the high seas when you can get around to that, Tom. Thank you very kindly.
Thanks a lot.
Very nice call. I'm gonna take this recording and bring it home to my best girl.
Okay.
I'm gonna play it for her. Thanks a lot. Thanks, man. I'm gonna have to share that with family members or something like that. It was very nice. Thank you, Tom. That was just great. That's the whole media thing is crazy. And my brother Daniel, TV news reporter, San Diego, California, and decades he's been around the country from Austin, Texas, and in Midland, Texas, being a TV news reporter, where he started in Midland, Texas, and Austin and Portland, Maine, and San Diego. He really loves San Diego. That's great stuff. And he always wanted to be a TV reporter. Me, I just wanted to, I don't know. I won't even say what I'm thinking. I didn't want to do any of that stuff. But I'm having a great time. I've been having the time of my life. I certainly have. Yes, sir. Really. And I got into all this news stuff. I was like, what's going on? And then I'm having a riot. Hey, here I am. Saudi Arabia riding camels. I got a scimitar. That day's great. This is wonderful. Yes. All right. Now we haven't done a lot. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. We haven't done a lot on the president spoke yesterday about the war in Iran and all that good stuff. Let's go to our audio sound bites, shall we, Michael? And I think we begin with numero uno, as they say at the DNC. President Trump yesterday talking about how we're doing with this war against Iran, which is no small potatoes. It's a big deal, President Trump.
They have no Navy. It's been knocked out. They have no Air Force. It's been knocked out. They have no air detection. That's been knocked out. Their radar has been knocked out. And just about everything's been knocked out.
Just about everything's better. They have no Air Force. They have no Navy. They had, and they did have one ship out in the Indian Ocean. And Pete Hegseth reported at an 8 a.m. Eastern Time press conference at the Pentagon today, along with the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who seems pretty great, actually. Seems pretty plain spoken and stuff. But there was a reporter there yesterday talking to President Trump. President Trump, he speaks and he talks to the reporters. He exhausts the reporters. Is all that good stuff. But let's go to number two. Hey, the Ayatollah was killed in an Israeli airstrike, and the U.S.-Israeli operation doesn't make a lot of difference who dropped the bomb when it comes to the jihad, because they're going to be angry at the great Satan and the little Satan. We're the great Satan. Israel is the little Satan. They are smaller geographically, certainly, and in terms of population. But the reporter, hey, who's going to be take over now, huh?
Do you have someone in mind right now? Because you said all the people you did have in mind have been taken out.
Well, most of the people we had in mind are dead. So, we had some in mind from that group that is dead. And now we have another group. They may be dead also, based on reports. So I guess you have a third wave coming in. Pretty soon we're not going to know anybody.
Pretty soon, but when there's a second wave, they may be dead too. I talked about this yesterday live on the radio, that there was a meeting of 88 or 90 of the senior clerics in Iran to decide who would become the new Ayatollah. And apparently Israel dropped a couple of bombs on the building. They keep having these large gatherings. Every day is an IQ test, guys. You can't keep doing it. It keeps going badly for you. But isn't that amazing? Yeah. And they were talking yesterday about the son of the recently deceased Ayatollah taking over. He's a cleric as well, taking over as the Ayatollah. Then there were reports that he had been killed Then there are reports like Ahmadinejad that he got better again, and now he's fine. He's playing golf or something. I'm not dead. I'm on the 9th hole. And so we got that kind of, and it's going to be tough to get facts and truth out of there, because you tell the truth, they might throw you off a big, tall building and kill you when you go splat at the bottom. It's not the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop. President Trump yesterday, our NATO allies, a couple of them said, well, we're not going to let you use our air bases to strike the Ayatollahs and the mullahs in Iran, who are the world's leading terrorists. We're not going to let you because, and the reason is, in Spain, it's like they've been invaded by the Moorish forces again, and it's going to be 400 years of Reconquista in Spain once again. And in Great Britain, where the most popular name for a newborn boy in the country is Mohammed, and the second most popular name for a newborn boy in the United Kingdom is also Mohammed, but with a different spending. A different spelling. I'm watching dollar figures in front of me. But with a different spelling. They got Mohammed spelled this way, number one name. Mohammed spelled that way, number two name. And so the weak and feckless left-wing prime minister of Great Britain is afraid of his own Muslim population. In Spain, they're afraid of their own Muslim population. In Sweden, in Germany, they're afraid of their own population, Muslim population. In Poland, they're not, because they don't invite people in to come wreck their culture. And Polish culture is a great and wonderful culture. President Trump yesterday on some of our allies.
And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases. And that's all right. We could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But they were unfriendly, so we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain. I'm not happy with the UK either. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with.
This is not Winston Churchill. The Prime Minister of Great Britain is definitely not Winston Churchill. That's for sure. You ever see what Winston Churchill had written about the Mohammedans, about the Muslims and the Islamists? Back then, there were Islamists back then too. But isn't that great? And Spain, hey, if we wanted to use the bases, we'd just fly in and use them. But they tell them not to. I like that. President Trump should tell them we're going to give them back to the Moors. The Moorish armies are rising again in North Africa. They're going to take logs over the Mediterranean and invade Spain again, which they did occupy for centuries. And in Europe, that's why they view things very differently. We don't have that kind of history that all of them, the Greeks, the Spanish, the Italians, the North Africans, the Muslims from Morocco to Egypt, a lot of history that we don't have here. And they kind of adapt and they say, like in Greece, there are all kinds of great stories in Greece about the Nazis taking over and young men climbing the Acropolis and pulling down the Nazi flag and putting up the Greek flag. And one of the kids that did that became prime minister of Greece like 50 years later. Great stories. And you talk to the 20-year-olds there and they say, Nazis were only here for like 5 years. That's nothing. We're Greece. You know how old we are? You kidding me? Come on, get out of here. And President Trump. One more quick one from President Trump about the Iranians. Suddenly, hey, the Ayatollah called. Hey, is Donald Trump there? It's the Ayatollah.
You see, we were having negotiations with these lunatics, and it was my opinion that they were going to attack first. They were going to attack. If we didn't do it, they were going to attack first. I felt strongly about that.
Apparently, they felt strongly about that. I think that would be fair to say. Really no doubt about that at this point. President of the United States, leader of the free world, felt strongly about that. And now the trajectory of human history has been altered because we are us. Although Democrat congressmen don't call us us, they call us them.
You're listening to The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up, and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop it and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're injured. That injury is impacting on both you and your family. So you're searching for a proven problem solver. Well, here at Stanley Law, we have a certain way of working. It's known as the Stanley Success System, and it works. Like the airbags in your car, it works all the time, every time, no exceptions. Isn't that what you want? Stanley Law, the maximum award people.
Past performance does not guarantee future outcomes. StanleyLawoffices.com, 1-800-678-3333 in Syracuse and across New York and Pennsylvania.
This ad is brought to you by GSK. Have you considered starting Ojara momelotinib for your appropriate patients? Review the efficacy of Ojara, including data from our head-to-head trials, Simplify-1 and Momentum, at startojara.com. That's startojjaara.com.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy Truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
Not planning today can cost you tomorrow. Stop worrying and start planning with Trajan Wealth. Contact Trajan today at 202-750-3300 or go to TrajanWealth.com. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Paid advertisement.
Hey, Dad, I've been saving up and I think I'm ready to buy my own car.
Well, son, I think so too. Now, have you thought about how you're going to finance it?
Not really. I really like banking with Northern Credit Union. They offer loans, right?
Well, of course they do. Your mom and I have banked with Northern Credit Union for a long time and have gone through them for a lot of things, like our home improvement loan for the deck we put on last summer. You should really stop it and see them before you shop around.
Yeah, but look, you can apply for a loan right in your Northern Credit Union mobile banking app.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. I knew anyone could apply for a loan at mynorthern.com. Looks like they're making it even easier now.
Apply for your next loan with Northern Credit Union online or in mobile banking. Not a member? Not a problem. Apply for your loan on our website at mynorthern.com. New car, used car, first car, home loan, personal loan, we've got you covered. Visit mynorthern.com to learn more. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
That's the sound of a big deal. At Wayfair, that sound happens a lot. Dream sofa for half the price? Big deal. New dining table you've been eyeing for months? Big deal. Finally picking up those last few pieces and finishing that bedroom? Now that's a really big deal. Whatever your home needs, Wayfair has the selection, the savings, and over millions of 5-star reviews to back it up. Shop Wayfair.com today before someone else snags your big deal.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
It's truck and SUV season at Widget Auto Sales, a used car leader. Just look at the rows of trucks and the rows of SUVs ready for winter, like a Ford F-150 XLT, yours for just $37,999. How about a 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander, just $20,999? Or a beautiful Chevy Truck Z71, yours for $26,999. Rows of trucks and rows of SUVs during truck and SUV season at the veteran-owned Widget Auto Sales, the used car leader in out of Washington Street, or online at widgetautosales.com.
WMAL, making sense of the border, because laws either matter or they don't. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Now, Iran, they cut this ridiculous non-deal with Barack Hussein Obama, who said, keep enriching uranium, by all means, keep spinning centrifuges, do it underground in the side of a mountain where the IAEA can't get to it, the International Atomic Energy Agency under the UN can't get to it, and keep advancing your ballistic missile reach, your program there. Keep doing that. Steve Witkoff is President Trump's number one negotiator on these matters, one of his top negotiators on Iran. And Steve Witkoff explained last night that he went and he was meeting with the Iranians on the lead up to this. And listen, they kept enriching uranium. They kept stockpiling uranium. Their only goal is to build nuclear weapons and kill all the Jews and the infidels and advance their ballistic missile program. Here's Steve Witkoff explaining that the Iranians admitted to him that they have 460 kilograms, 2.2 pounds, that have been enriched of uranium, enriched up to 60%, which is about a week away from being nuclear weapons ready. Steve Witkoff.
In that first meeting, both the Iranian negotiators said to us directly, with no shame, that they controlled 460 kilograms of 60%, and they're aware that that could make 11 nuclear bombs, and that was the beginning of their negotiating stance. So they were proud of it. They were proud that they had evaded all sorts of oversight protocols.
And then the Iranian deputy foreign minister was on with his friends at MS-13 this morning, and he bragged, yeah, we got 460 kilograms of enriched uranium.
When the question of plus 400 kilograms of 60% material was raised in the meeting, we were not bragging. We were just stating a fact.
We were not bragging. We were just, he objected to the fact that Steve Witkoff said they were bragging. But they have the nuclear materials with which to kill us all.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
All right. I have to go, and I'll be back later. Time to end it.
WMAL News at 11. Good morning, everyone. I'm John Matthews.